Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to manually update your Samsung Galaxy A32 via Odin. You can manually update your phone using a computer if, for example, the update that you currently have installed causes some problems and you want to fix them without losing the data, because this method won't erase your data as long as you do it correctly and follow all the steps that I'm doing exactly. Yeah, so we'll be able to do everything. Also, you may want to install the update manually if, for example, you want to update several versions at the same time, because often phones on Android tend to really make you update 5 times, for example, if you want to update to the 5 times newer version, and it takes way more time than just doing it for a computer. So let's do it for a computer. And in order to do it, you'll need to actually first know what model you have on your phone. Actually, I can see that my phone's not set up, so I'm gonna do it real quick. Okay, so it is done in my case, and let's get to the settings to know 2 things about our phone. Actually 3. It's gonna be super easy. Let's go to About Phone in the settings. Then first of all, the model name. It is very important that you know it. In my case it's SM-A326B, but in your case it may be a little bit different. So if it's different, make sure that you are searching for your model name in the browser. We're gonna do it later. Now, software information, and find the build number. You'll see the model number here, followed by XX. And after XX, there's going to be a letter, most likely S or U, and the second letter or number, the second digit after XX is very important. This is the revision number. And you cannot downgrade your system. You can only update to a newer version. So I have the revision 7, which means I could update to revision 8, 9, or A, B, C, or D, because A is the 10th revision, B is the 11th, and so on. So I could only update to the newer revision. I cannot update to the older one. I can also download the same one that is currently there, so it means it's 7 in my case. And I could do that, but as I said, you cannot downgrade. So once we know that, the last thing I would recommend checking is the service provider software version. It's not that important, but it's worth making sure that which one it is, because it's just gonna be better if you install the correct one. It will avoid some complications, and maybe if you select the wrong version, wrong CSC code, then it may erase your data, and we don't want that. So let's start by going to the browser and going to and searching for our model. So let's search for, in my case, A326B firmware. And I'm going to this website because it's just tested by me, but you can go to any other one, honestly. You can see we have the correct model. And now let's select the CSC code. So in my case, it was OPV. Let's get that. If your version is unavailable here for whatever reason, for example, let's say you have a version that you can't see here, then select just the correct country. You can see there's the OPV for Poland, for the orange carrier. If it wasn't available, I would most likely get the XCO, because it's the unbranded version without a carrier. It doesn't matter that much, honestly. But it's better to get the correct one, just in case. Also, it is worth backing up your data, just in case. Although this process shouldn't really erase the data. you never really know. You can see there are different revisions here, as you can see, and there is the revision 7, and I will be getting the same one, but of course, if you want, and you most likely do, you can get a newer one, like for example 8, 9, A, B, C, D, or E. I'll get the 7. That's why it's important to know what revision you have, because you won't be able to install the older one, and if you try to, then it's just gonna break your system, erase all the data, and you'll need to, install it again with the correct revision. We don't really want that. Let's start downloading it. I'll actually cancel it because I already have it downloaded. And let's go to our website, HardReset.Info, then go to download. If there's an ad, just close it. Find Samsung drivers, these ones with this photo. Click on download. So I'll actually do that. I don't have them installed currently on my computer. I mean, I have them installed, but I just want to show you how to do it. Now let's go again to the download and search for Odin. This is a program that will let us move the data to our phone. Let's get the newest one, 3.14.4. Click on download as well. Let's verify I'm a human. Okay, let's go back, whatever. Yeah, I have everything now. So let's go to the File Explorer. And you can see I have the Samsung firmware. I'll extract it first because it's gonna take the most time. Right click on it, extract all, extract. During that process, let's extract the Samsung drivers. So right click, extract all, extract. And the Odin as well. So right click, extract all, extract. You can see now we have folders with the files, and first we should get to Samsung USB drivers. Double click on it and install it. I won't be doing that because I have them already installed today, but if you've installed them in the past, or if you've never installed them, it is very important that you do install them now. And once you do, remember to restart your computer, because they won't be active if you don't restart your computer. Now, once we have them installed and the computer is restarted, go to Odin. Open the exe file with this icon, with this blue icon. Click on OK, and now we have the program. You should shut your phone down. So let's press and hold on power and volume down, then tap on power off and tap on it again. You can see my firmware folder was just extracted, so we'll be getting to that. Unplug the phone from a cable if you have it currently plugged in, but have the cable already plugged into the computer and not yet to the phone. Now start pressing on the volume up and volume down, and while doing so, plug it into the computer. You'll see this screen. Shortly press on volume up. Now you're in download mode, and you'll be able to install the update. Click on BL and go into the folder. Then select the file that begins with BL. Now it's going to be very important that we'll be appending all these 4 files. For CSC, you cannot select the CSC file. You should select home CSC, because the other file, the standard CSC file, will erase your data, and you don't want that. If you don't want that, then select home CSC. Also, if you want, you can select the standard CSC, but it will erase your data. Now for the AP file, let's append the AP file, and it's gonna take the most time since it's the biggest file. So it may take up to 1 or 2 minutes depending on your compute power of your computer. and of course the CP file. So let's repeat. For the BLAP and CP, you append the files that begin with those abbreviations, and for CSC you append the file that begins with home CSC. Now, if our phone is in the download mode and it's lighting up on the COM port right here in blue, then we can click on Start and it'll begin installing our update. So it may take quite some time. Get ready, be patient. It's gonna restart your phone automatically. I'm gonna get back to you when it's done. And as you can see, it's done. The phone has restarted, and you can see no data was lost because it's all working. So I hope that this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.